The guy whom I have seen somewhat reminded of Alexander Vucic. Alexander Vucic was using this individual in post torture, after torture would finish in Serbia, where I was delivered by the so-called Slovenian police. He would find his way to this garden that you have seen from the property right next to the home for elderly people. This individual posed as a son-in-law or something like that from whoever the owner of that building was. I remember this individual since 1996. It's possible even earlier. It's possible individual does have a brother. I'm not sure. I will have to go see one. I will have to recall the memories about this stuff. He was right there from the distance, though, to remind of several issues which also involved my father, in front of whom one posed with police. One of the topics, most sensitive topics to my father, was vacation with Milošević in Montenegro. Počitnice za Slobodanom Miloševićem v Črni Gori. And they know that once I'm going to bring that subject out, it's going to be difficult for father to resist. It's a subject I brought to the surface within past few days. And today this guy was sitting right there as a reminder to remind me. Father claimed he feels good. He claimed he got enough sleep, etc. No, because I know his stomach. I know how he's with his stomach. I know how he felt. I keep coming to the father. I keep doing exercise with him, and I claim he lied about it. He did not feel good. He was tired. He was not rested. He was all fucked up, and he was intimidated. The key issues, this is the 6th day, the key issues that father stated during the last 6 days were: they don't like me, they don't give me eat, I am thirsty, I am dehydrated, basically. Those are the 3 things I need to accent and I need to push forward. Father is intimidated and exhausted, tired, absolutely is not himself, and they're doing exactly what they were doing to me all along. They watch every breath he makes, every progress he makes with me. Not that he makes because he is going backwards because of the stuff they did to him. But every progress he would make, they would make sure that he would not get absolutely anywhere with his efforts, with his investments into better health. They keep pushing him backwards. They keep pushing him toward great. That's all that is. That's my comment. I wanted to place one next to the video. There was no how to do it, and so it's important. Location where I bring the father is where my father alone was subjected to threats and torture, having the police officers from Novo Mesto police station, scum, filled garbage, literally imitate me at that location next to the stream. Yet there is no other location I could do this stuff, and he loves the water. I also like the ambient. It's relaxing. It is under worst kind of circumstances that I found myself with a father at that location. At the worst location possible. This is where he alone was subjected to the torture at home for elderly people. Enormous intimidation that went on for 30 years when it comes to father. So this is not a good place. It's not a good thing. And it seems like European Union officials just love it the way that things are going. They support this crime with absolutely everything they have. Just as I stated for Keir Starmer, I stated for British Keir Starmer, Ursula von der Leyen, Donald Trump and others, Mark Rutte especially, we won't be capable to help you. We won't be capable to help you, so you must be careful with what you say and so on. So you can see this is for 54 years ago, the song, we won't be capable to help you, but on the other hand, they're making sure European Commission, see you not, Court in Strasbourg, see you not, European Ombudsman, see you not, United Nations, see you not, Police, Interpol, Europol, see you not, US Justice Department, see you not, Civil Rights Division, US Justice Department of State, see you not, FBI, you get the Kash Patel doing his best to shut down my Facebook and my blog and my absolutely everything. Gangsters who literally engaged in a torture procedure were elected to bail Ukraine and basically selected them to save the world. And they have just a little side job to do, right? So I'm just a little side job. So I think anybody who pledges on a NATO, on European Union, etc., is nothing more than a side job. All of you are nothing more than a side job. You don't actually even exist. Crime is what rules the world, organized crime. The fuckiest thing, the craziest shit today was an ambulance vehicle whose workers insisted and incited during MK Ultra when they repeatedly rehearsed, at least on 2 occasions, which you have seen right there, in the presence of Igor Yurchich police, on how I have to go and stalk ambulance vehicle when I see one on this intersection, or appear in that intersection. There are 3 intersections more or less like the one that you have seen for entire Novo Mesto, region, not only city. And these are 3 locations which ambulance vehicle workers claim me, not the workers, but their supervisors, police, they deliberately drill them, make them exercise, do the stuff that you have seen through the intersection, like the stuff that you have seen today. Much of the bullshit that goes on in Novo Mesto, but a lot of bullshit that went on during MK Ultra in Novo Mesto pertained literally with the ambulance sirens they involve in it, ambulance vehicles, literally to just doing for no reason, posing in front of me with those sirens and doing all kinds of havoc. This is the way it went in Novo Mesto city. I just saw the video about the lady sitting in the back of the car with police lights behind her, with the police vehicle, American vehicle. It wasn't much better in the United States of America, where psychiatrist Peter Kapsch was successful enough to even sit me during MK Ultra in police vehicles, during trauma procedure, torture procedure, lynching procedures, with all those lights. And guess what? I never sit inside of the police vehicle, in the back of the car. And when I saw that lady sitting inside of the back car with all those lights behind her and stuff, I recall the shit that I have gone through, seeing all those lights, totally in trauma, demented from violence, sit in the back of the car. What did the psychiatrist Peter Kapsch got from American police? The overwhelming support assistant in genocide he received from American police. From state trooper to police, the stuff that you can get in United States of America as a Lucifer, as an Antichrist. It just goes through my mind, the stuff that I have seen, that I have gone through, seen, the stuff that I have honored to report to the people about the stuff what really goes on in so-called Western world of democracy. I guess the Russia, Putin, America, Europe, I guess they're going to merge and it's going to be the same shit all over the place. I don't even know what to say about this stuff. The main take from this video is what I told you. If you're from the Western part of the world, you're for European Union, you're for the NATO, you're just a shit in their eyes. What matters, what counts in their eyes is organized crime, corruption, criminality.
Me and his wiping his a general, not his wife Amber, but whoever was listening, talking to him.
This girl was involved in it. It says 2024 right there. It's all based on MK Ultra.
Genuinely, me and my kid are gonna be up. Like, I'm just.
I have no idea how they have done this shit. Whether
male suspect was charged with child neglect and given a citation.
It's not a suspect. His name is Ayanya Feltz, is her name. And that's such a specific name that when she came in our house also to visit, it's possibly something I could not forget under no circumstances. I don't know what child was used in MK Ultra. I know she was. They totally replicated the incident with a black guy and his brother on the video. Therefore, pushing a issue of forced psychiatry is what we go by now. This is the world that we live in now. The psychiatry is the reality. Stalinism is the reality. This is an all new brave world like the one we witness in Gaza is taking place. We have entire, not a city, but entire little country you have exterminated, wiped from the face of earth, just like that. I guess this is an all brave new world that we are now witnessing to. Now, this lights here, this for me. When they seated me in the back of the police car during MK Ultra, it's totally unforgettable. You don't forget this. I personally did not even know what the fuck this was when they sit me in the back of the car. Actually, there was a better video of those lights. It felt like I am sitting literally in a hell or something like that. It felt like I was, all of a sudden during MK Ultra, I sit in a devil hall or something like that, with those lights flashing back and forth the way they seated me. I could see those lights. The person doesn't even see these lights. Probably she doesn't see these lights, or maybe she sees them. I have no idea how, but I remember these lights where they sit me inside of the car. I don't know how they did it. Is it maybe the glass or something like this that you can see those lights flashing all over you? But the way they did this shit to me is they seated me inside of the police car, and they didn't do this once. They did this shit repeatedly. American cruisers, police cars like that. And they would have those lights flash, man, after trauma, after total trauma. Like unprecedented bestiality, unprecedented bestiality. Unprecedented bestiality. This is a bestiality thanks to bestiality performed based on, thanks to Ursula von der Leyen, thanks to Mark Rutte, who already have excused themselves during MK Ultra in our house repeatedly, called me to restrain myself from making any kind of statement against the so-called Slovenia, because you see, as they claimed me, they just couldn't help me out. That's what they claimed. They claimed that they just couldn't help me out. Or they're helping me out. They negotiated with Tanya Fajon for, I should say, Milan Kuchan, Russians, Serbs, for no less than 48 years. They bargained on behalf of British oils. 48 years they bargained for it. It's not about Slovenian only, this lunacy stuff that you see, that I mentioned, this craziness that went on, even with I'm just gonna go and publish so that I can demonstrate this. It's not in Slovenia only. It doesn't participate, it pertains to Slovenia only. No, it doesn't pertain to Slovenia, this bullshit. Only. It's coordinated. It's well coordinated, well synchronized, well enforced through the European Court of Human Rights, through the European Ombudsman for Human Rights, through the European Commission, through the European Anti-Torture CPT Committee, through the Committee for Anti-Torture. It's well synchronized and it's enforced literally through them. That's exactly what this shit is. It's not a coincidence, the stuff that goes on with me. This is enforced through the European Union, through the White House. I am American citizen, not only Slovenian citizen. And it is done on behalf of British Oils. They were in no hurry to get anything solved. They hoped for the worst outcome. Heart problems and stroke. Those are the main issues pertaining to my visits to the father. The way they enforce them during early morning hours without a transport, without anything. This is the time when you're going to cause your heart, your system more injury than at any other time during the daytime, especially because you don't take care of yourself. It's usually in the morning that you get up, you jump up, and you go. Was with the medical problems, with the serial medical problems, you should take care of yourself. You should take time. You should drink. And you should consume something healthy, and you definitely should get enough rest, sleep. And that's exactly what they enforced for no less than 48 years. Now, exactly for almost 54 years. It's not a coincidence, the stuff that you see. Stress, all that shit. The two guys from ambulance vehicle demanded from me with police to go to the side street and you can go and you can trace them. You can go there and you can see where and this and that. They had a problem. This was not rehearsed twice during MK Ultra. This shit that you have seen, police rehearsed with me on several occasions, of which included and private people in the area of Gostinska Šola Grm. There is a street that you turn down, and there is a school. They had fights at the school. They have all kinds of shit going on in the area. And every time it would be Igor Juršić, director of Novo Mesto Police Station, that would be posing next to me, that would come and would give me instructions, literally with medical ambulance vehicle workers during MK Ultra, on how I should go. And that's where I should get a real story done. I should just stalk them, go after them instead. You're going to have a bicycle, and that's where you go, and that's where you film, you do the stuff, and so on. That's what's going on. Father lied all the way. Father feel like a shit. Father's going to be dead one of these days. They are killing him. He's in the last stages, in my opinion. The individual whom I have seen, it's impossible that I would detect one. Vladimir Putin was in the picture with this individual in 1996. Vučić Serbs, 1994 actually. That was supposed to be someone who married into the family that owned the property over there. This guy well could have been the guy who was involved all along and have seen it all. He might have been actually even a son. Therefore, what they did is they tried to push forward schizophrenia issues, like, you're gonna say, based on the brainwash, based on the stories, he posed as a worker. He also posed as a worker. He posed as somebody who got a work and is just staying at that place. Police would also bring me to this location at night, where they would have all kinds of people chilling out over there next to the stream, drinking. Suggested that they're workers, etc., etc. This guy just happened, so sometimes in 2011 changed the story into a worker. Based on my memory, the way I memorized him in 1996, this individual posed like somebody who was selected 1994 by Putin personally, by Borut Pahor, Milan Kučan, Robert Golob type of stuff. Due to my not liking his physical looks, which somewhat reminded those of Aleksandar Vučić. Serbs, basically from Belgrade, to put it plain and simple. And I think that was just a little bit of the schizophrenia they tried to push forward. I think that's probably even a son from the owner of this building who also has a brother. That's the individual. This individual intimidated, this individual harassed about what father can with the police, not say, intimidated my father and me in front of my father during police intimidations at that stream. Father have gone through who knows how many intimidations next to that stream, with police officers replicating what would be a future meetings with me to intimidate him enough if he would express a willingness to talk about certain subjects. It's through those certain subjects police worked further to intimidate the father so he could keep his mouth shut. Very important issue. This type of encounters, especially police always tried to camouflage with issues of what possibly could be misinterpreted, lied about even further as a case of the schizophrenia. That's why he was the guy that I have seen during MK Ultra. He was a son-in-law, he was a worker, and the issue they didn't want to know nothing about. And what it appeared to me as the first was original son, one of the two sons from this owner of that building. Who the fuck is this guy? Who knows who the fuck it is? Definitely a police tool. I'm not going to even say informant.